Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. Whilst working on a new video, I noticed a story in the news that shows the reconstruction of the 7 wonders of the world, which, if you don't know, are the Colossus of Rhodes, the Great Pyramid of Egypt, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, and the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. Out of the 7, only the Great Pyramid remains to this day, and even after hundreds of years of study, we are no closer to understanding this enigmatic wonder. But these 3D renderings created by a team of artists and graphic designers for the insurance company Budget Direct are a fantastic visual treat, so I thought I'd put together this short video to show you. First of all, we have the Colossus of Rhodes, a 32-metre high statue of the Greek sun god Helios that was erected in 282 BC and once towered over the Mandraki harbour in Rhodes. It stood on 2 15-metre high marble pedestals to allow ships to enter between his legs. It took 12 years to construct, but an earthquake brought it down in just one day, 6 decades later. Next up is the Great Pyramid, and if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I've had a lot to say on this magnificent construction. But if you are new to this channel, the Great Pyramid is the last ancient wonder still standing. And although Egyptologists say it was a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu and built around 4,500 years ago, the truth is there is very little evidence. The Great Pyramid is a geometric marvel, and it really is the impossible made possible, and I believe its true purpose was industrial, symbolic, and was built to conserve knowledge. It is likely to have been repurposed as a tomb, and I believe that Khufu simply renovated it, and therefore the structure is far older than the conventional date applied to it. We know that it was once finished in white polished limestone blocks, most likely a geopolymer concrete, which offered a gleaming white finish. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are a wonder that I wish I could have seen. There is no known location recorded, and many scholars actually think it never really existed, but if it did, it would have been an incredible sight to behold. It was apparently an elaborate 20-metre high terrace construction, a complex machine to draw water upwards and water the gardens that were planted on the pyramid-like terraces from the top down. Some estimate it was built around 600 BC. The Statue of Zeus at Olympia did certainly exist, and it was an enormous 12-metre high statue plated with bright white ivory in shimmering gold, sitting on a throne as an imposing figure in the colossal ancient Greek Temple of Zeus. Apparently the framework and the throne on which he sat were only wooden, and the statue therefore had a shelf life, and it only lasted a few hundred years, although this was probably because the temple was destroyed. As well as the greatest library the world has ever seen, Alexandria in northern Egypt housed the world's most incredible lighthouse, built around 300 BC. Standing at 100 metres tall, it was once the 3rd tallest building in the world, the taller 2 also being in Egypt, namely the Great Pyramid and the Pyramid of Khafre. The lighthouse did stand for a long time, but earthquakes between the 12th and 15th century eventually got the better of it. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus is probably lesser known about, but as the name shows, it was a tomb for Mausolus, a ruler of a region in Asia Minor known as Caria. The structure, built around 350 BC, was so impressive that the ruler's name is the basis for the word mausoleum, which is still used to this day. Mausolus designed it himself, using Greek, Egyptian and Near Eastern inspiration for the design. Like with many other great ancient structures of the world, it was nature that got the better of it, and earthquake damage in the 13th century saw its demise. Last but not least is the Temple of Artemis in Ephesus, which, like the Mausoleum, was also in modern-day Turkey. Built and destroyed 3 times in total, first by the Greeks, then the 3rd century Goths, and then finally by the early Christians, who tore it down in 401 AD. Today, the foundations and a single column still remain, but this structure, dedicated to this once powerful god, was truly spectacular. This video is not a paid sponsorship, but I just thought that the images are something you'd like to see, and out of courtesy, I have placed a link to Budget Direct's blog in the description below, so you can see their brilliant animations that I have not included in this video, and you can learn about how the artists made these incredible artist impressions. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.